Hi everybody, it's Robbie from Southern California, and it really is sunny and warm today. I have been wanting to get into this so bad, and I finally have found some time to do this. This is the only potatoes I'm growing on the property. What I did back in March when this pandemic hit and everything was I haven't bought any produce for us from the stores, and potatoes used to be a big thing I would buy. Potatoes were so cheap here. At times you could get 10 pounds of russet potatoes for $1. Then they went up to $2. But what I did was I went around the property, and any place I found a little bit of potatoes growing, what would happen is I would peel the potatoes and throw them as I compost in place right into my totes. And they would grow. The skins would grow, not the potatoes, the actual skins. So I went around the property, and any place I saw potatoes, I have no idea what kind of potatoes they were, I would grab the little plants out, and I planted a bunch of them in here, and I had a couple old potatoes left in the house that started to grow, and I threw them in here. So this is exciting. If this works, I'm going to get more potatoes growing around the property, because the problem is, for me to grow a tote or a grow bag, I know a lot of people grow them in grow bags. I don't use grow bags. It's too dry here, and the outside dries out, and you have to water them like 2-3 times a day. But when you grow them even in totes or in the ground, you're spending so much valuable time and real estate to grow. Let's say I was lucky enough to get 10 pounds of potatoes when I could get them at the store for $1, where in that same spot I could grow squash, tomatoes, peppers, cabbage, anything I wanted. I could grow so many more valuable things. Greens are very valuable. A small bunch is $1, and that could be 4 or 5 leaves. So I wasn't growing potatoes. But now, with everything going on and not buying produce, I am going to grow potatoes. So let's see, I put my gloves on, what's in here. Now, all this is the leftover potato plant. It's all dead, and you know, nothing goes in the trash. This all will get composted. See how the potato plant died out? Some of you guys have asked, how do you know when to harvest them? Well, first of all, you can harvest what's called, I believe they call them new potatoes, anytime. You want some potatoes to add to soup or stir fry or whatever you're cooking, you could go into the soil and start grabbing out potatoes while the plants are growing. You can pick them anytime you want. You just don't want to eat anything green. If it's too close to the surface and it's green, don't eat those. My daughter was upset. She called me and said, oh my gosh, some of my potatoes close to the surface are green. What do I do? Throw them out? And I said, no, those you're going to replant. Don't throw any of those away. Plant those, just don't eat the green ones. But you can pick them anytime. I haven't picked them all at all. I don't even know what's in here. So it's going to be a big surprise. It may have nothing, or it might have, who knows? Well, let's see. And I don't know what it was, but whatever potatoes I had growing, I threw in here, and we're going to see. So this is just dry. Oh my gosh, I can already see on the top. Let's see what's in here. Let's put them in there. Oh, look at this. Right on the top and not green. What I'm going to do is see what I've got. Oh my, even teeny ones. They must have been attached to the plant. Hopefully I didn't lose any. But you know what? If I did, they'll grow back. So we're going to start on the surface. My last potato harvest was really small, but you got to remember, I'm harvesting them in places through the yard that they were growing off the skin. I never got serious when it came to growing potatoes. Now I'm getting serious because you know what we're actually doing? We're actually basically homesteading, because we are basically working from home. We do everything we can, in the yard as far as growing what we need. I've got a lot of teeny ones, and I'll call those potato seeds because they're going to go back in. Got a lot of them. So I'll probably end up washing them off when I'm ready. You don't wash them until you're ready to really use them. Sometimes I think it's better to leave them. But we are trying to grow everything we need. I haven't bought any produce or anything. Not for us. Some of the animals, I may need something I don't grow, I might buy. But for us, we've been eating everything out of the yard. Times have changed. So, oh my God, oh, look at this, a red one. I must have had some red potatoes. I don't even remember buying any, but I must have. I don't know how deep this goes, so this will be very interesting. And there's another red one. Oh my gosh, I mean, I'm already got more than I had on that last potato harvest. I think I did one That's right, April Fools. So this hasn't been here that long. What I'm going to end up doing, I can already see, is I should have brought up something over just for the soil. I might dump this for now and pick that up, put some soil in here. I'm probably going to refreshen this soil and start to grow potatoes back into this soil, because there might be super, super tiny ones that I'll miss because they're really small, some of them, and then they'll regrow. And then I'm also going to start more potatoes in more totes around here now. I used to go through a 10-pound bag of potato for Gary and I in a couple days because I make potato salad and that'll last for days. See, some of them are so incredibly small that, yeah, I'm going to have to get serious and really know what I'm doing. Potatoes, no, I'm just doing it for fun. And I want to have a lot more potatoes, so I didn't really end up with that many. Yeah, this is not going to be a big potato harvest. But now I'm going to work with that. There's a couple things I really want to work with. Lettuce, which I finally mastered. And now I want to start working with potatoes. And I think Gary's starting to grow, but he grows a lot of sweet potatoes, which is different. Yeah, this is full of earthworms. I need to use this soil someplace else. Just full of earthworms. Okay, it looks like this is a small potato harvest. You know what? Right now, anything is better than nothing. I'm going to go through and decide what I want to keep. So now I have some potatoes to start with. I can set them in here differently. Get some good soil. Not right now. I think I'm going to wait because none of them are sprouting, so it's not the right time for these yet. To see if there's anything else before I call it quits. I will say there is a lot of earthworms in here. Nope, I think that's it. This is beautiful, the soil. Can you imagine this was all kitchen matter I had thrown in here, and look how beautiful, rich it is, and so full of earthworms. And I'm going to have to say, gee, I like rubber gloves for this. And I think that's my big potato harvest. But like I said, I'm happy with it because it was just skins. I'm going to put this back because I don't want to, I don't want to upset the earthworms too much. And because I'm going to rebuild this back, I might as well start putting some stuff in here. Let's put this back and it will all break down. They'll break down. In fact, before I dump it back, I'll get some greens to put in there too. And I'll start building this back up. Now in the meantime, if I don't want to put the potatoes back right away, I can put a flower pot or whatever type of pot on top and grow something on top, and the earthworms will go back and forth and feed and help whatever flower pot I put on top, like here. And then I can move it when I'm ready, and I'm going to set up another tote over here to grow potatoes, and I'm going to set up this to grow potatoes. I think that's it. I'll get some greens. I'll dump in some greens and put all this back, and I will decide on these what I really want to grow. Is this a good harvest? No. But you know what? They look nice, they look healthy, but these little ones that are beautiful and strong, those will be great potato seeds for me, and I know that they're ready to go, and I know that they're not, there's no growth inhibitor on it because they grew here. They grew here from nothing. And then all these small potatoes, I'm going to put in between 2 totes this time and see about growing them that way. But with this is so full of earthworms, I'm going to give them more to eat, get some more kitchen matter in here, and then I'm going to dump this into the bottom and fill this back up and get this ready to start growing potatoes again. So that's my harvest. Is it that great? No, but you know what? I'm pleased because these were nothing but skins growing. They weren't even pieces of potatoes, just little pieces of skin, because we eat some of the skin too, and some of the skin got peeled, and these grew just from skin. So I am happy with this. This will give me a good start, and I'll separate these and get them in 2 totes and get this going. So try to grow potatoes. Again, I'm bigger on growing greens and more things that are more expensive than potatoes. But now, since I don't go to the grocery store, I haven't gone to the grocery store since March. Friday the 13th was the last time I walked into a grocery store, and I have not ordered any produce for us to eat. Not one fresh produce at all. So I guess that's it. So have a great day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. Oh, well, you could have been better, but you know what? I'm happy. I have potato seeds now. You know what? You go to the grocery store and they bag these teeny things up, and then they sell them a small bag for $5 at some of these expensive stores, and they call them baby potatoes.